Hi fellow enthusiasts, welcome to my channel. Let's go into today's video and we're gonna come back at the end to wrap it up. Here's the one transistor version of the FM transmitter that we built last week. We've removed two of the transistors we used and we're using only S9018. Alright, so let's look at the spectrum of the frequency counter. There's a lot of harmonics, so we're seeing around 68 to 72 megahertz right now. So to vary the frequency, we're just going to change this variable inductor, and as we tune it, the frequency on the frequency counter is changing. Right now I have 86, 94 megahertz. Right, so the presence of the metal is also affecting the inductance, and the inductance of course controls the frequency. So right now I have it's still 70 megahertz, but as I was turning it got up to 102 and so on and so forth. Right now at 125 to 129 megahertz. So as you're varying this inductor, you're changing the inductance and you're changing the frequency. But I'm going to take off the frequency counter now and just have the transmitter here. Let's take a listen to the station. So I have a radio receiver here. I'm going to tune it to any frequency. I'm going to try to adjust the transmitter to that frequency. So to do that, we're just going to tune this variable inductor. So there's a station there already. So let's go to a blank station. Alright, so this is a blank station 104.9. I'm going to vary the inductor to find that. Right, so this is the exact frequency, 104.9 megahertz. So you can see both on the spectrum, both on the radio and on the SDR receiver, we are getting the same station, right? Okay, so what we're going to do now, we're going to turn on the SDR. We're going to turn off the SDR, sorry, and then we're going to turn on the spectrum analyzer to look at this spectrum. So if we're going to get the exact frequency 104.9 megahertz. So to do that, I'm going to disconnect the SDR and then I'm going to turn on the spectrum analyzer. So the spectrum analyzer is on. We're going to go to 104.9 megahertz because that's where we are. All right, let's find the peak. Yeah, 104.9 megahertz. Let's make it in megahertz. Just shows 104, so let's change it to hertz. 104.9 megahertz. So that's where the spectrum analyzer is. That's exactly where we are, and we can vary that again by just tuning this inductor. As we tune that, you can see the spectrum analyzer is reflecting that. So let's go on the radio and go to frequency of 87 megahertz. That's the minimum that this radio can offer. So 87 megahertz, and then we're just going to vary the inductor to get us to the same place. Around that, so let's go on the spectrum analyzer and go on 87. And 87 megahertz around there. I'm gonna vary this. Alright, it's actually at 88 megahertz. So let's just find it on 88 megahertz on the spectrum analyzer. That's it. On 88 megahertz. Find the peak. 88.03 megahertz. So that's what we are. Alright. And then we're gonna go on the 108 megahertz frequency. 108. 108 megahertz. Let's find it. Alright, about Alright, this is exactly 108 megahertz. So let's get that on the spectrum analyzer and see the exact frequency we are on. 108 megahertz, almost 108.1. So this doesn't have .1, so we that's the best we can do. All right, so that's the project right there. So we're gonna make show you the circuit diagram so you can reproduce this if you want. There's an extra pair of wire here, which is not doing anything right now. In the subsequent edition, we'll show you the use of that, and that is also because we have this variable resistor here and this capacitor. These two work together, and we're going to show you what they are used for in the next video. But currently, this is just serving as a 1 kilo ohm resistor from the base of from the emitter of the transistor to the ground. All right. This capacitor is not being used right now. It will be used in the subsequent video. All right. Alright, that's the acoustic for the transmitter. The transmitter runs on 108 megahertz on FM band. Based on the 3-transistor FM transmitter from last week. Now we have a 1-transistor version of it using 6 volts, and it covers at least 50 meters. It was tested to cover at least 50 meters. 1-transistor FM transmitter covering the range from 87 megahertz to 108 megahertz using a variable inductor and a fixed capacitor in the tank circuit, and then only one transistor S9018 transistor and a few other passive components we're able to make this transmitter. All right, thanks for sticking around to the end. That will be it from us today. Please, if you have not subscribed, do so right now, and don't forget to like and share this video. Until we come your way again with more contents, stay enthused.